Hello and welcome to episode 5 of series 1 of Master League Story Mode. Now, Tim has just about recovered and I have just about recovered from the pain, the heartache of the last minute equaliser in the Ipswich game, first game of the season, to make it only a draw in a game that Blackburn had led twice. We scored an 88th minute goal, the winner as far as everyone was concerned, from the Flying Scotsman Jordan Rhodes, but unfortunately it was another Scotsman who really let us down, and that was Captain Grant Hanley, who wasn't fit yet after pre-season training, so had to have the veteran centre-back step in his place, Kilgallen, who had an absolute howler of a match, and it was his last-minute mistake that let Ipswich score the equalising goal. But no matter. Very quickly, we're going to be into our second game of the season as we travel to the Midlands for our first away game against Birmingham City. But at the end of the last episode, we saw that we did have a few negotiations to make, a few players to ship out, so we can free up a bit of wage budget and add to those team funds. Now, we've already renegotiated a couple of these transfers, which is Akpan, Petchy and Williamson. So I'm going to pull the trigger on them. The veteran central midfielder Williamson doesn't quite... anything below 68 really isn't gonna hack it, so he was off. Petchy, the 63 rated DMF, he's out as well. And Akpan, although a destroyer is always a good thing to have in the team at 64, that's just not good enough. Surplus to requirement centre forward Lawrence is also going to go. Again, Tim is actually a pretty shrewd operator in the transfer window, so yeah, we'll get a bit more money for him. And Nyam, who's 59 overall. Again, this really is dead wood, so we'll try and bleed as much money out of their transfers as possible from some of these very odd teams that come in for your players. But yep, so that's our transfers there. We're waiting on a scouting report at the moment. We've sent out our team of crack scouts who didn't manage to come back with anything even remotely interesting in our first round of scouting, so we've sent them back out to hunt down that young, exceptional quality attacking midfielder from the Eredivisie. So in terms of transfers, we can't really do anything else other than just wait now and see what happens, really. So it's on to the second game. So Birmingham City lining up in exactly the same formation as Ipswich did in the last game. 3 forward players pushed up really high with a flat central midfield 3 in the middle. They've got a very poor team, Birmingham City. They are, I think, the worst team in the Championship. So we really should, even though we're away, look to win this one. They've got Adams in central midfield at 56, who should be no match for Veretout and Guthrie. And we've got the captain, Grant Hanley. He's now fit and raring to go for the season. We've got Marshall on a red and everyone else popping it in a nice even green. So yeah, I don't think there's much to look at here. I think we should just get going. Now, Birmingham in their lovely second kit there. I'm a big fan of that. And we're in our traditional blues. There's Grant Hanley there, the captain. He missed out on the first game and it really cost us as Kilgallen, his replacement, made the crucial error at the end of the game to give away our lead and end in a disappointing draw. So we need to come back strongly this time. Rhodes and Marshall, the goal scorers in the first game. Clinton and G, probably our strongest player, but here we go. Hanley steps in strongly. That's what we were missing in the last game. Now Veretout, who was the creator in the last game, whips it out to Henley. That's a good ball. Marshall can't take it down. He was the first goal scorer in the last game. Hanley stepping out well out of defence there. Guthrie looks for the run of Rhodes. Can't quite reach it. It's a good probing ball though, but can get on the end of it. It's a disappointing first 20 here for Blackburn, who, although well in control of a very weak Birmingham side, yet to really create any chances. And it looks like Birmingham here could launch through the middle. It's a good tackle by Duffy. It's a shame that we have to be in that position to make that tackle. Seems to have a real disconnect here between the attacking players and the midfielders. Strong play by Evans, wins it back. Gives it over to Veretout. Spots Spur out on the left in space. Looks Runji. Low cross. Oh, it's misguided though. Very misguided. Guthrie, strong. Marshall, able to keep the ball. Can't quite get the cross in though. Can't get the ball under control. It's one-way traffic here in the first half. Half an hour in. Rhodes offside. This is really, really poor play here. Nothing to show in these first half an hour. Barely a shot even in the first half an hour. It's a great ball through to Guthrie there from Veretout. He's got Rhodes in the centre. 1-0. Simple. Veretout given the space to look up. Guthrie made a great run from central midfield. As I said, there was a bit of a disconnect really between the midfield and the attacking three. So it took one of the central midfielders in Guthrie to make that run through into space. Veretout given time to look up, pick the pass out. And after breaking the offside trap, really it was very simple for Guthrie just to tap it back inside. Look at Guthrie there, it's a great run. Splitting the central midfielders. Acres of space. Rhodes just holds his run back. And that's a cool finish from the assassin, the Flying Scotsman, Jordan Rhodes. Calm finish. Through the defender's legs. I think that left the keeper unsighted really, but that's 1-0. Blackburn were really struggling to break Birmingham down. It was a great run from Guthrie to split the defence. Now we just need to not concede as we did in the last game. Try and keep the ball here. Sinji. Great ball out to Spur. Jordan Rhodes! Oh! That was a lovely little reverse pass there from Ng to pick out Spur, who just gave it the deftest of flicks in. And it just goes wide of the right post from Jordan Rhodes, looking to double his goals already in the first half. I think the stats will probably reflect that we had all the possession, absolutely 63 possession, but only one shot on target. Good pass completion. Birmingham really poor. Look at that, 63% passes completed. That's terrible. We really need to make sure we capitalise on this. Veretout already looking tired. I think we will have to look to bring Veretout off generally on the 70th minute. The attacking midfielder in this formation is really going to have a hard time, and Veretout, he's not the fittest. He's not got the highest stamina of any player. So we really need to make sure that if we can conserve him, then we do. Veretout's pass goes astray, but he's able to get inside. Oh! Veretout with a simple ball there through to Rhodes. The Birmingham defence absolutely all over the place. Easily cut out there by Duffy. Now this is where we should look to break again. Early ball into Rhodes. Does well to step away. Marshall. Veretout. 2-0. Great finish there from Veretout. That's his first goal of the season. He launched the break there around the halfway line and he just kept going. Early ball into Rhodes, who held it up. Passed it out to Marshall, who just delayed the pass for a second. Look at this. Veretout charging forward. Early ball into Rhodes. He uses his strength. Turns the defender. Veretout's continued his run. It's a great first time ball from Marshall. Birmingham City players slid in, but it was a very simple finish right down the middle. That's a good goal there from Birmingham. Good team play. Maybe it was too close to the keeper for him to do anything. Maybe it was just really, really shit goalkeeping. I think it might have been a little bit of both. Now we don't want to get complacent because we know what happened in the last game. But Sherwood really wants a win here, and we want to hammer this home with a third goal as quickly as possible. Whoa. Birmingham, I think, with their first shot there. Hanley's come out, but he's left the central midfield in the middle. He needs to get this right. Oh, that's a very poor ball there from Birmingham. Again, warning signs. Ng. Oh! Look at you. Look at you, Jordan Veretout. A little bit West Country there. Look at you, Jordan Veretout. That was nice, though. Ng, he's been quiet in this game compared to his first game, but that's a great little turn. Turns on a sixpence. the outside of his boot. It's a well-weighted ball to Veretout. Takes one touch and then curls it calmly around the defender, around the goalkeeper. It's a good ball from Ng. On his weaker foot, picks out Veretout. Takes one touch with his left to put it in the perfect position to curl it in with his right foot. And that's 3-0. Look at him dance. Look at him backwards jog. It's been a great game from Veretout, who's clapped off by the travelling Blackburn fans. Marshall now to whip in the corner. Evans looks to get there. Olsen, first time shot, first touch on the pitch. And almost an absolute belter of a pile driver of a left-footed volley from, I want to say Martin, but it could be Marcus. But one of the Olsen twins, and not the, drug-addled Hollywood Olsen twins. The Scandinavian footballing Olsen twins, of which both are M's. Anyway. Another cross in from Marshall here. Straight into the keeper's hands. That's disappointing. And that's 3-0. It's a great win. First win of the season. Hanley rightly pleased. The captain coming back in with a captain's performance. What a shame he had to miss out on the first game and cost us what could have been 3 points. Or cost us 2 points anyway. Now look at that. I'm sorry. At least in the first game, we dominated possession, but still they were able to come back with some goals. But no shots on target, 38%. Birmingham. That really is very poor. Now Jordan, man of the match performance, and that is definitely reflected in the fact that I believe he scored and assisted one. Takes us up to third. Lovely. Only 2 teams with an unblemished record so far in Burnley and Wolves. So we've got 6-0 at the moment. That's pretty good. Let's see if the scouts got anything for us. Let's hope so. Well, something's happened anyway. Oh, we found a special player. That looks exciting. Should be available at a reasonable price as well. Well, that's always good. We've had a few players leave, which is a sad time, but, we need to make some money available. Now, hopefully this really is as exciting as the scout has made it out to be. Who is this maestro the scout has found? What the fuck, Tommy Johnson? You incompetent Okay, first of all, and this did take some, it's pretty detailed Googling. This is an Iranian international, fair enough. And actually, he's a decent player. And if we were looking for a centre-back, which we definitely are not, and nothing in the scouting instructions indicated that we were, then that'd be a great, that's actually not a bad little bit of scouting there. It's creative at least. But Tommy, for fuck's sake, we wanted a Dutch attacking midfielder, a young Dutch attacking midfielder. Anyway, let's see how we're doing here. Jesus. Now, Conway, yes, good. Now, this should be a good amount of money because we want to get rid of him. He's actually a decent player, but we don't need a right midfielder. He can't play on the wing, really, so we can get rid of him. We're still waiting on those two. Let's keep this moving. Okay, still nothing from the scout from fucking Holland. It's so much closer than Iran. I don't know how you managed to scout an Iranian player before a Dutch player. Clinton, called up for Cameroon. Excellent. Good work, Clinton. Okay, third match of the season. Up against the Bees. Travelling up from London to Ewood Park to take us on. How are they doing in the league? They're not in the top 7. We've got the 2 leading goal scorers so far in Veretout and Rhodes. So we're coming into this game with a lot of confidence. So let's crack on with that. So how are we doing in this game? Well, let's have a look. We've still got some tired legs. As I said, the fixtures do come thick and fast in this opening week of the season, opening couple of weeks. We got some Reds. Jordan, obviously, fired up. Great game in the last game. And we're playing against our first different formation. The last 2 have been very much counter-attack based. This one we've got quite a busy midfield to try and break down. And Brentford are a decent team. They've got Alan Judge on the left, who's a tricky winger. And they've got a centre forward who I don't know, but he's 72 overall rating, so he's likely to be pretty decent. Is that Josh McEachran? It is Josh McEachran in central midfield at 74. That's a very decent midfield. So this is going to be a much tougher challenge, I think, for Tim and his team. So, a lot of confidence, as I said, coming into this game. We had a great game in the last game against a very poor, admittedly very poor Birmingham team. So, let's see if we can keep the momentum going. Veretout likely to have a lot less space in this game, playing against a pretty crowded midfield. And that's already a poor ball from Spur. He's able to just about get in there. Nice little dink over there from Evans. Guthrie under a lot of pressure already from the big centre forward. Shrugs him off there, but that is hopefully not a sign of things to come. Oh, now that was really poor defending actually. We gave the ball away cheaply. And then we backed off. A couple of little passes around and then it's a stumble there from Duffy. It slides in rashly. Luckily the shot not particularly powerful or out of Steele's reach. That's a worrying start there. Worrying start to the game there for Blackburn. Brentford looking to come out stronger in the first 5 minutes. Steele makes it his well. As you can see in those situations, as we're playing flexible positioning, you will see Marshall and NG sort of slip into those centre forward positions. That's lovely play from NG. Lets the ball bounce over the top of him. Into Rhodes. Gets away from his man. Oh, pot shot from Rhodes from the edge of the D. NG with a lovely turn to set up the move. Rhodes, confident from his 2 goals in 2 games. Happy to take a long range pot shot, but doesn't trouble the keeper. First shot in anger there from Blackburn. Guthrie, that's great play. Lovely little back heel there to Rhodes. Takes it inside onto his weaker foot. Left-footed curler round the post. What a ball there from Marshall. Rhodes could have hit it first time here. Opts to take a touch. Dummy inside. On his left. Should have done better. Good start though from Blackburn. Good start. Guthrie again. It's an almost identical mistake there. Oh, dearie me. Now, that is an odd one in Pro Evo because I've had that happen before, absolutely. The computer doesn't learn from its mistakes sometimes, and that was a perfect example. Yes. Straight into the cameras. Now, once again, that is poor. That's really poor from Brentford and from the computer. Same again, nod down from Guthrie. Taylor inside. Rhodes, even though he's on his left foot that time, he's not going to miss from that distance. It is a shame to score goals like that, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's a bit of a glitch, really. That can often happen 2 or 3 times in a row. But, play it as it falls. Play it as it falls. That's 1-0. Ooh, tipped over the bar there by the Brentford keeper. Simple ball in there from Marshall. Rhodes takes it down. Snapshot. Keeper palms it over. Guthrie not able to get his head in it, but come on. Veretout charging through the middle here. Good ball in from Henley. Rhodes slips. Evans not able to get the ball, but Guthrie clears up. Confident passing there along the back from Blackburn. Henley does well to keep possession. Slips it inside to Guthrie. Veretout. Can he find a pass? He can't. Marshall out. Rhodes. Tight header, tight angle. Hits the bar. Blackburn piling on the pressure here after the first goal. Evans dispossessed far too easily in central midfield, but Spur in strongly again. Oh, there's a bit of space here for NG. Pulls the dummy inside. He's got space. It's surely a goal here. NG, second opportunity, and there it is. Clinton with his first goal for the club, and he's got to be pleased with that because he really should not have fluffed that first chance, but he was given a lifeline, a winning lottery ticket of a rebound, just to slot that home. And that opens his account for Blackburn. And The fans really happy to see that, and Clinton himself really pleased. It's been a great week for Clinton, called up to the Cameroon squad for the first time, and his first goal for Blackburn at Ewood Park in front of the home fans. Cuts back inside, as he loves to. Should have really scored there, but, you know, sometimes you need a bit of luck. And there it was. And that's 2-0. Good pace to find the gap. It was an easy ball through. He had options inside. Dummies the shot. Little touch inside. Away from the defender. That should have been a goal. That was a goal. Clinton, lovely. It's the second goal before the half. That's good play. Great stuff from Blackburn. Judge. No. Oh, dear. I pinpointed him before the match as a potential danger man. He's a tricky winger. Oh, that's poor. That is poor. 2-1, but it should have been 2-0. Well, Blackburn they've deserved their lead. And it's a shame to go down to the only shot on target from Brentford. But it was sloppy. It really was. Okay, we really need to come out and consolidate the 2-1 with an early goal. I think we need to maybe get the ball out to Marshall and start trying to whip in some crosses for Rhodes, because the Veretout-Rhodes axis is yet to really provide much. Oh, it's Rhodes. He misjudged it there. It's fallen all the way back through to Vibe. Oh shit, that's a great ball. Alan Judge is inside. Hanley. No, please, no. That's really poor. Absolutely exploited there with that long ball. Let's see if we can see what the mistake was. Oh, if anything, it looks like Henley got the wrong side of Judge. And then there was a little bit of a hesitation from the captain, Hanley. You should have come over a bit more quickly. That's not what we needed. That is not consolidating the lead. That is evening things up. Oh, and that's a poor ball from Henley. Blackburn looked rattled here. No. Sloppy. Sloppy play there. That's not a card, ref. What are you on about? Oh, gee, he's got Spur on the left. It's a good ball to find him. Rhodes is in the centre. Spur manages to get the cross in. Can Rhodes get his head in it? He can't. Falls to Marshall. Turns and shoots. That's a great block actually there from the Brentford player. Marshall, actually, he really kept his head well there. The ball falls to him. You take it down on his chest. Inside of the boot. Turns, swivels, shoots. But the centre back able to make a block. It's a nice little touch from Guthrie there into Veretout. Can he release Rhodes? He can. Surely it's goal number 2. For Rhodes, it's not. It's not. He went for the left post, which was odd there. I had time to either curl it to the goalkeeper's right, but he went with a sort of toe punt. He was always curling away from the goal. That's unfortunate. It was a good ball through from Guthrie. You would expect Rhodes to score from that position. Hanley strong. Oh, continues his run. It's got to be a foul. It is a foul. And that is a brutal tackle on the halfway line. Captain Hanley down holding his knee. Only a ticking off. That's a surprise really, because that not only was that a definite yellow card tackle in terms of brutality, but he also stopped the break there as Hanley was looking to dive through the middle, drive through the middle even. Oh, that could have landed anywhere. Veretout. He's tired, very tired. We only need one more opportunity for a ball through to NG. Oh. Marshall, great tackle. It's not who I wanted that to go to. Fall to NG, can't get there. No, Evans dispossessed. Strong play there though, strong play. Oh no, it's just making mistake after mistake here. It's a great ball from Spur. And G's got a lot of space. Cuts from side his man. Can't get it through to Rhodes, and that's a poor ball, and that is game over most likely. But no, Veretout again. It's a good ball out to Spur. He's got time to look up. No. Oh my God. I couldn't even speak then. Jordan Rhodes weaving his way in. Oh, Jordan Rhodes again. Oh, this should have been another win here for Blackburn. But once again, we're left scrapping over the pieces of a lost game. Oh, there's no way this is going to be a goal here. Yet to score from a corner. Got a lot of tired players here. Need to get this right. Let's get the ball back in there. No! 2-2. And that is another disappointing game for Tim Sherwood. This is a second draw already, and that sees us in 7th place. You know, we've scored joint most goals so far, but yeah, we've made some real defensive errors, some howlers. But anyway, that is all we've got time for in episode 5. But it looks like right at the end here, we do have a scouting report come in. Finally, they're back from Holland, hopefully with a young attacking starlet for us to sign. So that's going to be an exciting start to episode 6. In the meantime, do the Instagram, do the Twitter, subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.